Hola, bienvenidos a LightSpeed Spanish. I'm going to give you a tip about time and age in Spanish. For those people who are learning Spanish, who are just learning to talk about things in the past, you might wonder why it is that when we talk about time, the time that it was, we say things like this: Era la una, eran las dos, eran las 4:30. And we use the imperfect, the era, rather than fue la una. Okay? The question is, lots of students ask, why are we using the imperfect when we say, if you measure it, you've got a preterite? I mean, what better measurement is it was 1 o'clock? That's pretty specific, isn't it? So why do we use the past imperfect? Era la una. Well, it's another thing, another tip about the past tense. When two events happen at the same time, when you're describing two events happening at the same time, the background event must be imperfect. Let me explain. So when you say to somebody, it was 1 o'clock, in and of itself, there's no other event happening, but really there is. Unspoken is, it was 1 o'clock when he arrived, it was 1 o'clock when it happened, it was 1 o'clock when I saw him. There's always another event. We would never just say, it was 1 o'clock with no context. We've got to say, it was 1 o'clock when something else happened. That's why we use the imperfect, because it's a background event with another action, even if that action's not spoken. And the same applies to age. When you talk about age, and remember that Spanish people use tener, edad, to have an age rather than to be, they say, cuando tenía 7 años. And they say tenía. They don't say cuando tuve 7 años. But why? Well, exactly the same reason. When you say to somebody, cuando tenía 7 años, when I was 7, there's another event that you're talking about. You know, I started school when I was 6. Empecé en el cole cuando tenía 6 años. Two events. And the background event, which is the age, because that's a background running event, that's in imperfect. So that's why with age and time, without question, we are always going to use the imperfect, because there's always another event that's happening. So, eran las dos, yo tenía 20 años.